Earlier this afternoon, around 4:34 p.m., Stockton police received calls of shots being fired in the area of North Center Street and East Channel Street, which is just behind me in the plaza area. Officers quickly arrived on scene and they located two juvenile victims, ages 15 and 16, both suffering from gunshot wounds. Victim number one was transported to an area hospital where his current condition is unknown. The second victim, AMR, arrived on scene and pronounced that victim deceased on scene. As of right now, this is very preliminary in the investigation. You see detectives are on scene. They have taken over the investigation, and so they'll be gathering evidence, interviewing witnesses, as well as our evidence technicians. So they should be out here for quite some time. This is very early on in the investigation, but I will open up for some questions. Just be understanding that we may not be able to answer a lot right now as it's early on in the investigation.
Ages of victim one, and could you just clarify who was
Sure.
injured and who wasn't?
As of right now, we can't clarify which victim is the one that is pronounced deceased or the other one that was transported, but both victims were a 15-year-old and a 16-year-old.
Suspect, info, anything we should know?
Sure. As of right now, we do not have any motive or suspect information at this time. Detectives will be conducting interviews and processing evidence to try and determine a motive as well as any suspect information.
It's a pretty large perimeter. Could you talk about or give us any insight as to why so much is blocked off?
Sure. So as you can kind of see this plaza area just behind us near the movie theater here, it's quite a large area. And so with Center Street being a one-way southbound and El Dorado northbound, we've set up that perimeter kind of in that entire plaza area. And so there is traffic impacted from Weber on El Dorado north to Minor is going to be shut down for the duration of this investigation, as well as Center Street southbound from Minor to Weber is all completely shut down for the duration of the investigation.
Is that just because this is such a busy area? It's just easier to close down both sides?
Sure. So just for the sanctity of the scene and just to protect the evidence around, it's easier just to shut down the traffic so that there is no destruction of evidence of any sort.
Do you have any reason to believe that there's a suspect involved other than the two that were injured and the one dead?
Sure, it's a good question. As of right now, we don't know if there was any relation to the victims, if they were shooting at each other or they were all a part of the same. But that's something that detectives are going to be looking into as far as interviewing bystanders and witnesses in the area to try and determine what exactly transpired prior to the shooting. To develop a motive into that.
These are kids, 15 and 16 years old. Can you talk about that message to the community tonight to have this happen at a busy area of the city, just again a block from even the police department? Yeah, the timing of it as well as the area is something that's very concerning for us, and especially in the heart of downtown, just blocks away from a lot of people that are just getting off work. It's very concerning to us, so it's very important that our detectives, they're going to be working diligently to figure out what exactly transpired so we can kind of get some answers on that. Were there any weapons recovered here at the scene?
As of right now, I don't have any information indicating so, but that's something that may come out later on, maybe either tonight or into the morning. But when we get something of significant update on that, we'll be sure to update you on that.
Pretty popular part of the downtown area, the heart of downtown. I mean, what would be your message to the public, the community this evening?
Yeah, right now, right by the movie theater. And so it's very alarming to us that something like this would happen in such a busy area, part of town. Pretty brazen for that to happen. So something that we'll be looking in, our detectives will try and figure out what exactly led up to this shooting to try and develop a motive of what can we do to help that.
Can you talk a little bit about what detectives are doing at the scene? Are they looking at security camera video maybe in the area?
Sure. So detectives are on scene actively investigating, and what they're looking for are just gathering all types of evidence, preserving the scene, looking for witnesses, surveillance footage, and anything that may help develop that motive to figure out what exactly transpired and why there was a homicide.
And then And with it being so close to the police department, do you know how long it took officers to respond, or if officers heard any of the incidents happening?
Sure. So, right when the gunshots actually were fired, radio traffic, they were already acknowledging that they had heard the radio traffic, and there were officers on scene pretty quickly within a matter of 30 seconds.
Is anyone detained?
As of right now, I can't confirm if there is anybody detained as far as the investigation portion. There are a few witnesses that detectives are looking to talk to currently, but as of right now, as far as any suspects, not at this time.